everyone, this is Chris Kies for Premier Guitar. We took a field trip and we're in Birmingham, Alabama at the Saturn. It's a cool venue in town. It has one of the best accommodations for artists, so if you guys get the chance to play Birmingham, this is the place to go. But I'm joined by Jake Lenderman, Jake, as we know. Jake, how you doing?
Great. Happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. We're going to talk to you and the rest of your band, but talk to me about what we're using here. Normally I would see you with the Jazzmaster, but I asked you to pick your favorite or most current guitar in terms of usage on tour, and this is the one you took.
Yeah, I switch a lot between this and the Jazzmaster, but
Okay.
For my solo band, I use this a lot, and then I pretty much exclusively use the Jazzmaster with Wednesday. But this is a 79. I think Firebrand. It says the SG.
I like that.
Up there. I actually got it here in Birmingham.
Oh, cool.
A couple years ago. The first time I came here, we were opening for the band Plains, and their drummer Eric Slick found this guitar for me in Birmingham because I had mentioned I wanted an SG. So,
what do you dig about it that it fits better with your solo stuff than with Wednesday and your other gigs?
Yeah, I like the ability to blend the two pickups.
Okay.
And it just makes it a little beefier, I guess. And I always thought SGs looked the coolest.
Yeah.
And then so with Wednesday, it's important to use the Jazzmaster because I'm always kind of playing the strings behind the bridge. I also tune down a step, so the Jazzmaster, like the length of it, I think
The scale length?
helps with that, and so I sometimes have struggled with the tuning on this.
Okay.
But just got some help.
Now, speaking of tuning, what tunings are you drop down the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
D standard.
And how often are you using the capo? I see it attached in the headstock there.
Yeah, I noticed at one point, like, I was pretty much using capos for every song. So, like, going into my most recent album, I kind of made an effort to to make more songs, like, open so I could not use a capo. It sounds really cool. But yeah, I mean, I use maybe half the time capo.
Do you have a favorite position, first, third, with the capo?
Yeah, just first. I mean, I just, like, I'm playing mostly, like, cowboy chords, so just sliding them up the neck as needed.
Now, for strings, what are you using?
These are Ernie Ball Beefy Slinkies.
Okay.
It's like 11 to, I think, 54.
Okay. And was this used on, Tom mentioned already, the Manning Fireworks record? Did you use this to record?
A little bit. A lot of it was done with SG that Alex Farrar, who recorded the record, owns. Just like a standard. And then a Mexican telly, I think.
Well, before we move on to the Jazzmaster, I saw you during Soundcheck using the telly. Can we hear this SG quick?
Yeah.
And like you said, blending the pickups and stuff. Dude, it sounds so good. It pairs well with this high watt, which we'll touch on because that's a change of pace in terms of what I've known you used a lot.
Yeah, totally.
But man, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's move on to another guitar.
This is a Mascis Squier Jazzmaster. I had one of these before, and I still do, I guess. But
Okay, you sound like Mitch Hedberg now.
Exactly.
I used to.
But I still do. But I used to too. But this, I was just in LA, and I got to sit in with Dinosaur.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been fun for you.
It was amazing. Yeah, we played In a Jar. But I didn't travel with a guitar, so Matt Farrar at Fender over there, we were just, I just asked if I could borrow something, but he said I could keep this. So
Cool.
So I used that, and this one's in a special tuning.
Can you tell us that special tuning?
Yeah, it's from high to low. It's E, G, G, D, G, C.
What do you use that on?
That's a song called "You Are Every Girl to Me," and
Okay.
so I for some reason I
Yeah,
I don't really use alternate tunings that much, but I guess I was just messing around at home and ended up on this tuning, and luckily I remembered it because it's it's pretty common to like do that and then record something and then tune it to something else and just completely forget. So.
Or if you just have the guitar and then you forget that it's in that tuning, you pick it up and hit like an open E chord, you're like, what is that?
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, I like this. It's got the 2 strings tuned to the same note.
Kind of like a chorusy drone.
But yeah.
Killer, man. What was that experience like for? I know that you're a big Dinosaur fan because of your dad, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I first heard them at a pretty young age because he had Farm on CD, and so after that, I was like 9 years old or something, so I thought maybe they were a younger band, and went and looked at a picture, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
There was so much more music to
dive into,
and they've become one of the most important bands to me for sure. So it was a huge deal to play with them, and just always wanted to know what that stage
feels like.
Stage level is like. So they were nice enough to let me use a Marshall 1 cabinet, but
you didn't
but it was
get
nice
the
to
3.
stand next to Jay's towers.
Yeah, man, it's wild. We did the rundown with him a couple times now, and it's amazing that he still has his hearing. It's so deafening.
Yeah, he had a twin as a monitor. And I noticed, because I'd seen the one to the right before, but he had one behind Murph at the drums too. It was kind of a Texas headphones, 2 twins on either side.
Well, shit, man, let's keep cruising. What do we got next?
So this is the Telly. This is a deluxe, 77.
Oh, cool.
Reissue. Also, thanks to Matt at Fender. He just sent me this before we left on tour. And I guess I just didn't have a Telly, and I used one a lot on the album. But I always thought these were cool, so I've ended up using it a pretty good bit on these shows. Whenever if I'm having trouble with the tuning of the SG. It's got like a
that wide range,
It's so beefy and
I
love how it feels. The next I don't know what you call that, C, what?
Yeah, it looks chunky.
Yeah,
good C, good handshake.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know too much else about it. It's just nice little guitar. It's I guess the SG, the pickups are really hot. So I'm able to be cleaner on this one. So if I ever don't want to, get super have a super hairy tone, then I've started using this on songs that work better that way.
Maybe I'll have you get back on the SG if it's cool, because we'll kind of talk about the high watt, and then we'll go through your pedal board real quick.
Great, cool. Then there's that other Jazzmaster.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all done. Another jazzy.
Yeah, this is my
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one I've always had. I got this, I think, now it's called Haywood Music in Asheville.
Okay.
But it was called Sherwood's back in the day, and I got this when I was in high school, and it's kind of been my main guitar forever. It's what I use with Wednesday too, but just
let's hear this.
It's maybe 2008.
Okay.
It's just been super reliable.
Yeah.
And I love the
Can you show
strings
us a little
back here.
bit
I love doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that Sonic Youth's another band that you're really into.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of them. They're, them and Jay Mascis are huge reasons why I wanted a Jazzmaster in the
yeah, I
first
bet.
place. So yeah,
Dude, you're gonna be one of those people, though. You know what I mean?
maybe.
people
I mean,
like-
I'm just stealing tricks from all those guys.